Today is the 24th, I think, of July. By this time next month, I'll be done with my exams, and this is a prophetic video saying that I will be graduating on the first class. Hello! Compliments of the season. There's a song I will be singing. Well, not JESUDUNMO, but before JESUDUNMO, and it's like this. And when I lift what I'm about to lift up, you get, because Christmas came early for me. For I don't know the lyrics of the song, but if you know the song, it's by Midnight Crew. So I'm going to sing it. Anywhere you go, now so good, you they do. Papa, oh, mema. Hi, welcome. My name is JESUDUNMO Longe, and this is my YouTube channel. And today we will be talking about how to ace bar finals exam, especially in the Nigerian law school. Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel about life, love, law, and light. Enjoy. I'll be opening this with you. I cannot show you people my certificate, but so that for doubters, this is Longe Esq JESUDUNMO, the recipient of the Director General's Prize for attending first class. For the record, red scroll, this is what you get. There's no actual red scroll. But yeah, let me continue the conversation. Number one, since they've already brought out you guys' timetable, fear cripples, and an absolute fear cripples absolutely. Since Sunday, I have not cried. I haven't cried since Sunday, and I'm crying again. I'm crying again for Baffanos. I'm making this video to tell myself in the next 3 weeks this will be over. Now all this fear, all this pain will be gone. That I'll be okay. That I really want this result to be good. But come with me, I will be okay. I'll write the exams and I will go and I will be okay. Because Jesus has me. And I'm not going to cry again. I will pass my finals. And I believe that I'm going to pass exceedingly. That the devil is a liar. That there is no fear in me. This is the first time I am going to the library to read since the break. And it's because I don't know what to do again. So once again I say I will pass by finals. I'll pass. Number two, have a support system. The tips I'm giving you here, they're attitude tips, not necessarily academic tips per se. A couple of my friends who finished on 2-1s and first class, I don't think any of the people that had 2-1s eventually sent in their contributions, but those friends anyways sent me a couple of, so I'll be reading that to you. But in the meantime, let me just give, because a lot of people are having jitters right now, and I did have jitters. So number one is fear cripples, absolute fear cripples absolutely. Don't let fear cripple you. Number two is have a support system. Fundamental. Your support system should not just be your support system should be inside school and outside school. People who are writing bar finals and people who are not writing bar finals. Why? You don't want to be selfish and overburden someone who is most probably going through the same thing that you're going through and cannot help you. Preferably, the people outside the support system should be somebody that's born a year ahead of you, that can assist you. You know, just someone you can talk to when things get pretty overwhelming.
So hi Dumo, you're here with me. I wish you the very best in your exams. Go, 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 go Duma, go Duma, go Duma, go. And Dara is also here.
Wishing her success.
Yeah.
Are you delaying a cab, man?
Yes, we're going now. Bye.
Udachi. Udachi today.
Success.
Number 3 is stay positive. Words are power. Speak it even when you don't believe it. It's fundamental. There are times I didn't believe it, but I still said it with tears in my eyes. Testimony time. Yep. So this is to testify to the goodness of God. A testament to the fact that hi JESUDUNMO LONGE, Esther JESUDUNMO LONGE will soon be Esquire, and I will be graduating on the first class. Number 4, which is very important, read. Number 6, take breaks.
I don't look too good right now, but actually it's not because of stress. It's because look at my illusion dimples. Just look at popping. Oh, stop it. Yeah, it's not cause I'm stressed. It's cause I'm not wearing my wig. Actually, I'm not stressed at all. Oh God! If I turn the camera to her now, but she's featuring in my video. JESUDUNMO LONGE fit. Messes on. But this is the last day. Literally, I'm never coming back to law school as a student. The only time I will come is as a clearance, baby. Anyways, I just want to make this video to thank God. Thank you, Jesus. Professional ethics, here we come.
But you're about to eat our food.
Who told you I don't understand. How can you tell my intention for that? I don't want to eat. I just want to straight, but for that I will eat. Please, I'm listening to this. Please, don't worry. Let me just come for that. You know we leave it last night, so this sharing.
Please don't eat our food.
Please order for me.
And let her order for another one for you, please. Don't eat our food. It's because of this that she has not started eating. We went there now.
Scrape the plantain.
If
Don't worry, I've heard. I want to. This is just tasting.
she said no sharing of any form. She just cannot protest. Can't see Chioma's face. You have broken her heart. Eat down, drop her plate. I like those ones. Number 7, go to church, pray, sing. If you're in class 1, go to class 1. Don't come and be missing services last minute. Some people did it and worked for them, but I'm telling you what I did that worked for me. Service. I even went outside school the times I was allowed to go to church. Yeah, if you're in Bari, Abuja, you can attend SLC. There's a bus that usually takes people to church there. There. Okay, so now this is becoming too tedious for me, so I would hand it. I think I'm going to hand it over to somebody who would open it for me. Without further waste of time, let me read the tips. And my necklace wants to leave me, but without further waste of time, let me read the tips that people sent in for y'all. So y'all will be blessed. Okay. I'm going to be starting with Dara Shonton, a double first class student from the University of Ibadan. She went to Lagos campus. And what she has to say is, the key thing is to trust in yourself and all the effort you have put in through the year. In these last days, try to be methodical about your studying and work towards having the principles and cases to back them up on lockdown. Further, practice your drafts and don't unnecessarily pressure yourself if you haven't covered the syllabus as many times as you had planned. It is really not how many times you revise, but how well. The bar exams are basically designed to test your knowledge on the current procedure, your drafting ability, your appreciation of the salient principles of law, as well as its exceptions. Once you work on these and practice past questions under timed conditions, you are good to go. In summary, always pray and ask God for help. Speak your excellence in the bar exams into existence. All the best in your exams. Dara Shonton, Lagos Campus, LLB First Class Honors, BL First Class Honors. Now, the next person is Blessing O. Adiagbo, Abuja Campus, First Class University, First Class Law School. I studied more of the past questions, so I was able to touch a lot of topics. I made sure I was resting well. I wasn't seeing any other person or their level of preparedness, so the pressures and tensions did not get to me. It's important, oh God, it is important. During the exams, I wrote my answers clearly. Please listen to this part. I made sure I was resting well. I wasn't seeing any other person or their level of preparedness, so the pressures and tension did not get to me. During the exams, I wrote my answers clearly. I determined not to stress the examiners in any way, and that was just what I did. My handwriting was a little bigger than usual. Authorities cited in capital letters, and I practically answered each subsection on a different page of the answer script. I had already couched a colorful name for the franking part of my drafts so that I would make a beautiful impression on the examiner's mind. I did not dwell on the mistakes of each exam day. I dropped the question papers and forgot about them. I trusted that God would fulfill his promises. Most importantly, I had a list of all God had told me and the Bible passages that resonated with God's promises about my results, and I read them to myself every morning of the examination. That way, I had peace throughout the exam period. This was Blessing Adiagbo, Abuja Campus, First Class Uni, First Class Law School. Now, Bello Omobolaji Abdul Yakin, Second Class Upper, University of Ibadan, First Class NLS Kano Campus. How to ace the bar exam? He put it in bullet points. Read smartly. Study past questions in order to understand the patterns of how questions are to be asked and how they are answered. Sleep adequately. I slept to the body of the exam. I was crying because I was sleeping too much. You don't have to sleep 6 hours straight. I agree with him. You don't have to sleep 6 hours straight. You can always break it into sessions. Don't bother so much about the authorities. They flow naturally. But how do you achieve this? Read the facts like stories that you can all easily recall the name of the case. See sections as what they are. Numbers. So what the number is for is what it will remind you of. Okay, let me read that again. See sections as what they are. Numbers. So what the number is for is what it will remind you of. Always repeat to yourself, no tension. Please, this is important. Being tense can easily mess up so much and can cause a memory lapse until after the exam. Pray like you have never that you have never in your life before prayed. Aside from spiritual relevance, it will also give you a certain level of confidence that you have left nothing undone. True. On how to answer exam questions, still Bolaji speaking. Understand the question. Don't think too deeply. Law school questions don't go into depth like jurisprudence. Write the general principle first. Exception if the question involves it. Apply it to the scenario. Give the authority. For those questions that ask yes or no, start by answering with yes or no. Then give the reason for your yes or no with authority. This is deep. Now, I'm reading Onyekachi A. Eluwa, Abuja Campus, grade in Uni 2-1, grade in law school, first class. She said, to prepare for exams, pray. Number 1, go through past questions to discover the recurring testable areas and master these areas. If you can, try to memorize some cases and statutes. They help to spice up your answers in the exam. Ask questions, discuss dicey topics with your mates when you can. Be calm. There may be some principles you haven't mastered by now, but being anxious will not let you learn them. So be calm. To ace it, she said again, pray. Be calm. Sometimes the fear people experience is drawn from others. Don't let the negativity around get to you. Never complain about any paper after writing it. Never brood over any loss, whatsoever encountered in a previous exam. If possible, after the exam, do not go through the script too critically to discover the questions you got right and the ones you got wrong. Reason, once you submit your script, there is nothing you can do to write or correct it. I agree strongly. So that's time to commit what you wrote. Use that time to commit what you wrote into God's hands and move on to prepare for the next exam. After each exam, no matter how well you think you wrote, determine to write even better in the next exam. It is not over until it is finally over. During the exam, she put it in capital letters. Please write legibly. I'm shouting on her behalf. After answering the questions you are sure you know, if you still have time to go to those you don't know, and write what you just think the answer should be. Don't use your extra time in the exam hall to sit and mope. Very important. Had to do a quick change, and I'll be continuing reading. Sorry that it's a lot because I cannot get everybody to sit down in one place. I'm going on to Oluwaseun Oyebimpe Oyekon, Lagos campus, LLB first class, Lagos campus, first class honors. The first thing to know is that there is nothing to fear. This fear is a joke about the exam. However, being overconfident can actually be dangerous too. Be confident without being overconfident. In as much as you are not to write lengthy answers, please express yourself reasonably. Do not fail to write the salient points. I implore you to be calm during the exam itself. Be extremely calm. Finally, do not discuss answers after the exam. In fact, throw the question paper in the nearest dustbin. You honestly don't need to start unnecessary discussion when you should be resting or reading for the next paper. After all, nobody knows the marking scheme. Congratulations. Next person that speaks is Ann Fisher, my G. My G! The most important thing is to ensure that you do all you can. Try not to leave any stone unturned. I never missed any class. It's important that you attend classes because it's better to avoid filtered information. Past question. I strongly suggest that you go through at least 10 years of past questions. It was really helpful. It helped me master the right way to answer questions. It also helped with revisions. I also had a study group. We went over past questions and topics together. Just make sure you find the right pattern that works for you and stick to it. Whenever you feel like you need it, take a break and don't put yourself under too much pressure. I wish you the best. And Fisher, Lagos campus, first class law school. Mary Adeoye, Lagos campus, University of Ibadan, 2-1, Lagos campus, law school, first class. Tip: the truth is that it is close to impossible to cover the whole syllabus alone. This is what last minute people like me. Alone, right before exam. So what I did, and it worked for me, is that I and a group of friends came together to form a revision group. Different people in the group taught different topics that they were good at. Keep the group between 5 to 10 for effectiveness. Apart from that, the ultimate cheat code is to do past questions. Yes, every single person that has talked about this has mentioned past questions. Go back like 10 years and work your way forward. You can do this in your small groups too. One person will read while others try to answer. After a session, you then cross-check your answers. If you have spare time, you can walk through tasks too. Just pick some that are notorious, like charges. That sucker always comes out. It's a law. This is another G too. We've been a gang for like 6 years, and see my girls made it. Finally, my Jesha sister Iyanu, she said, I read as much as I could to make everything stick. It wasn't easy, but I didn't get tired of seeing my authorities. Also, I kept solving past questions. It was like Psalms to me. Hey! I slept well too, but not too much. I prayed hard. Before every exam, I go to the back of the hostel to communicate with Abba. Then go to, she said, how to answer questions. Pray before you answer and after. Be fast with drafting and don't make silly mistakes. She said Jewish yabada stuff, like jurisprudence stuff. Don't try too much. How to answer. Don't spend more than 40 minutes on a question. Answer compulsory ones first. Check your work if there is still time. Pray before you answer and after. Okay, so that's quite the number of first class students. So summary of everything is, for OBJ, please don't skip anyone. Say, oh, I'll come back to it. Answer it as you are going. If you think you're not sure about something, shade it. That way, like Dr. Lomani will say and Dr. Shamoli will say, you have a 1/4 chance that you get the correct answer than if you leave it blank. So peradventure you don't have enough time, you can go to the one you do not discuss no matter what. This is your red scroll. This is what you guys get. hopefully, and 10,000 naira from the Nigerian law school. Oh, okay, you still have your stuff there. Okay, at least it's red. Anyways, do not discuss. I repeat, do not discuss. So because of discussion, I found out that I did not draft the whole letter in property law. Me that like letter. Hey, Jesus. Okay, so to round off this video, I went to church after every paper. You don't have to do that, but that's what I did. I'm telling you, like, totally naked, what I did. I went to church after every paper. I didn't like most of my papers, but I left it into God's hand. One funny thing I did was to stamp every single draft that required stamping. Simply, what I did was to put a round circle, put Nigerian Bar Association stamp and seal in the middle, and do this, and press it against my notes just for my impression, something like a stamp. Yes, basically that's all. Don't forget, I had an amazing support system, and I knew that even if I had not passed, they would have been there for me to welcome me to my hand. So find somebody that loves you like that. Somebody also said I should tell you that the tip to passing bar finals is having an amazing girlfriend. Or having an amazing boyfriend. Yeah, I think it's Jesus. Try Jesus, it never fails. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Any questions you have, I'll be willing to answer, or send to any of the people that spoke or sent their messages to you. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at JESUDUNMO, at JESUDUNMO, on Instagram at JESUDUNMO LONGE. My email is thekingwoman@gmail.com. I love you all. Bye. Guys, we did not sing our song. I deceived the person behind the camera, so I just wanted to come and say hi, because he really doesn't sing our song. So this is me singing our song. JESUDUNMO da 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 na 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 da 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 na 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 na. Bye.
Success is desirable, but failure sometimes happens. Breathe. No matter what happens, tomorrow is a new day. I love you all.
Your gang is solo hand. Police up.
Where did you get that?